So, Madam, tell us about how the process, how you start, and maybe before you put them into this dehydrator. I can see there are many trays here. So how do you go about the whole process?
Oh, we harvest the mangoes. They come here because I am in the farm. They have one who harvests them. Then he brings them here to the ladies. Generally, there are two of them. But
Yes.
right now, the other one is in the field. They are doing field hygiene because we are supposed to clean and make sure that where the mangoes are coming, the garden is also clean. So the two of them are down here. And because the mangoes are getting fewer and fewer, Magdalene can manage. Now, when they come here, they just wash them, make sure that they are. We are taught by AgriCycle how to do it. Then we wash them with the jig. Then we like that.
You wash with the jig.
And then we have a jig there. Yes. So we just wash them like that. Then we rinse them in clean water. And then she'll take the
peeling.
The peeler. Then we peel them to keep peeling with
This is a hand peeler. Wow.
So they peel them, and then after that they come here with the other, slice them. Look at.
After peeling,
you slice them.
There is a slicer.
There are many.
Oh, okay.
Wow. It's a simple way.
Yes.
It's a simple.
They go.
Before you are using the knife, but today you are improving the other technology.
Yes. They say from AgriCycle brought us this one.
Brought this one.
So she.
Okay.
So after that, they then put them in the dehydrator. I mean on the tray.
Okay. Are these special trays, or like I can see the clothing that you have used? Must it be a special one or any? The bill. Why can I use any other thing, or must be this one?
Must be this one.
Oh, yeah. I can't use like the wire of unga or
no. They be rust.
Oh, they rust.
That is why we use this net.
Oh, okay. So it's a special net. So after we have done that, now we put them on the net.
Before that, we wash that.
Oh.
Before putting, you wash it.
After slicing, then
don't put it. Wash it.
It has been washed.
It has been washed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now he's putting the slices onto the tray.
And now you must cover the two. So she will arrange them. Like you can see, she has become very fast.
She's arranging them. And if you have noticed, she has ever been covering the mangoes so that the direct sun doesn't reach it.
And other creatures.
And other creatures, flies and infections. We don't want corona here.
Coronavirus.
Yes.
They avoid coronavirus. You can see how meticulously she's arranging them. This is a result of practice.
Yes.
She has been here. You have been here for how long?
This is the second week.
The second week. You see, within 1 week, this is a quick learner. So she's already very an expert. And she's arranging them so that they don't overlap, so that everyone is in one space. And it is particularly on this net. Like Njenga says, you don't have to use wire. Wire will rust. And when it rusts, it can infect the mangoes. I know one time I was doing research with the Del Monte, with the packaging of Del Monte, and the Germans who are buying the packaged tinned pineapples found that the inside of the container was rusting, and when it rusts, their quality is very high. They will not buy that. So if this was a steel wire and then it ruts on them, then our market is spoiled. So you can see why she's meticulous and why we use this net and not any other net, as we have been advised by the builder, Mr. Njenga.
Yeah.
Yes. And
On Facebook, they call him Fundi Njenga.
It is true.
And Madam has told us her husband is a pastor,
A bishop.
a
The
bishop.
ministry we belong to called TAMI, the Apostolic Ministries International.
Oh, repeat that again.
The Apostolic Ministries International, that is the ministry we belong to.
Yes.
We have about 25 churches in this nation.
Yes.
And we have some in Kirinyaga, others in Nyeri, other counties, and one in Nairobi County. And my husband is moving. He's a bishop of the ministry in the nation.
You can see here is a lady who is a wife of a bishop. He will just be sitting down and saying the bishop will provide. But she also wants to teach others, like this lady, like this apprenticeship. She wants to show and spread the word, not just the word of the book, but indeed it comes from the book, and it, going out and teach people how to sustain themselves. So this is a lady who anybody can emulate. She is busy training people, keeping at the homestead when the husband is away doing spreading the word of God, and therefore jointly both of them, this is how they are contributing to our society. As I said, this is area.
It is in
Muranga, yes.
County, but it's called Itanga in
Kakuzi Division.
Itanga location.
Okay.
In Muranga County.
All right. You can see how well these mangoes have been spread. Now, if I was to sell this one mango, fresh or whatever on the market, how much, what are the prices now before they are dehydrated like this?
People who came to buy, they want to buy one mango for 2 shillings.
2 shillings, 3 shillings.
That would be 3 shillings. I didn't even sell because I have an alternative.
Yeah.
If I didn't have an alternative of dry, I would have sold at that throwaway price.
2-3 shillings. And now when you dehydrate that mango, like now we are dehydrating them, and you go to sell, how much will it fetch?
It fetches, for now it is the beginning,
yes.
But they began to buy for us 1 kilo of dried mangoes at 550 shillings.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe 20 mangoes, they are about or more. They are about to, so it's a lot of.
Okay, so about 20 mangoes will make the kilo, and the kilo is got the 500. So that is, if you say 500 divided by 20, that's about 25 shillings a mango. But if it was sold fresh, then it would go at 2 shillings. And mind you, when you sell one mango fresh, you have sold the peels have gone, the seed has gone. But here she has peeled it, and then she has remained with the peels, and she is feeding her cows, and therefore the profitability has been increased. The cow is going to produce milk, and therefore we are benefiting a lot more by this process of adding value. You can see, 25 shillings instead of 2 shillings, and then the remaining. I am also told that if you dry these peels and then you carbonize them, you can make charcoal briquettes. Charcoal briquettes. I think we should also train in Njenga to produce the kilns of carbonizing these, and therefore once you make them into charcoal briquettes, they will even be fetch more. You see, but now Madame has animals, so instead of buying animal feed out there, and you see the value of the nutritional value in the fields also add. Madam, I was told, my students did some research, and they found that the top leaves of the mango, the top two, like in tea, when you are going to pluck tea, those young ones, I had my students doing that from Ukambani, and they made tea, herbal tea. Yes. They dehydrate in this same dehydrator. When you take those mango leaves, the top one, the top 2 or 3, then you dehydrate them, then they dry, and then you put them into powder, and that powder becomes tea. And it is herbal and it has nutrition. My students from food processing in the university found the nutritional value of those only that we didn't know. And now they started adding in, the additives, and then it became even more healthier than the tea that we drink. So I introduced them to Makweni because they came from Makweni, but our young boys and girls, when they have a degree, they want to go to work in an office. And that project just got lost. But they did it, they brought it in class, we drank, and everybody liked it. So this dehydrator of yours, you can ask, in any case, like now that we're in contact, I could even do that write-up, send it to you, then you experiment. You take those, and then it's just a blender that will and for the beginning, you don't add anything. You just use it as that powder, and you put in your tea. And then, in your cup. Like now we say tea. So it become, I don't know what we shall call it, but people are calling it mango tea, but it's mango drink, if you want. Mango hot drink. So that way, we can now start even the selling. Now we want to show you how now we put now we want to see how they are going now to be. This side, okay? Okay.
Lie down your camera.
So now she's going to put it into this dehydrator. You can see it has compartments. Okay. Now we are putting in, of course, they are attracting some flies, and they will bring them out. Yes. And this, like this tray here, how long has it been here to get dry? How long, like this tray you're putting?
They took here yesterday or the day before. The day before. And now we will be taking them out. They're
2 days and that's it. Then you can actually now pack this. Okay.
I'll show you where we keep them after we correct them.
So you can see very well dried and packed, and then so someone just chews them, or it takes it like a snack, or
the way you do what
chips, crisps.
That's the word. Crisps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the mango.
No wonder you have the name. Yes,
so these are, we can call them mango crisps.
Mango exactly. Let's close it.
Okay,
so
close it so that we don't waste it.
Do not.
Yes, yes.
You can have here fruit fry. So we catch them here. These are all dead. We'll empty it and then.
Oh, these are flies.
Yes, mango. They are called mango what?
Yeah?
Fruit flies.
Mango fruit flies. So they attack the mangoes, but now we have captured them. There's something that they are dead now.
Yes, these are dead. Now, you see.
There is a trap there.
They come. There is some medicine.
Now, what do you do with this one?
These ones we will just bury. We will just.
I can see this could be fertilizer. This one.
You professor. He's professing everywhere.
These ones could be fertilizer. I'm also me now. She's experimenting on cricket. We are farming cricket, and crickets have a lot of protein. The meat that you buy, the red meat that you buy, the cricket will give you more. So she's now experimenting on cricket, and we are going to produce flour. Out of that cricket, we can make biscuit, we can make chicken feed, because of the proteins. So I see this, and the excreta of the cricket, what they drop in the box when that excreta is wonderful fertilizer. It is more than inorganic because this is very fresh. This is natural. There's no additives. So we should, Evelyn, you should start working on called mango fruit
fly.
mango fruit fly, and see what we can do. And then advise Madam, give her something to do with it, because you can actually collect them and selling them. I was keeping rabbits, and then the urine of rabbits. I was collecting. People are coming to buy.
Urine of a rabbit.
Yes, urine of a rabbit is good fertilizer. At that time, because I teach and this is incubation, and we are experimenting, like Madam said, piloting. We are not even, our idea was to see the results and not the price. Now, when we are now established, then you can start selling. So we are giving for free. We're giving for free, and you go to do in your farm, and then we come to see how they have worked. So now, so what I'm saying is that a lot of what we think is waste is never waste.
Yeah.
Yes, it's never waste.
God is a designer.
Yes.
What is waste here, it is beneficial
elsewhere.
elsewhere.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
So you are saying that how you...
I'll show you now after we have gotten them from this place.
Yes.
You can follow. Oh, this is my other one.
Mangoes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I must wash my hands before I even touch the mangoes because of hygiene and the standards. And I'm using bar soap to wash my hands. I'm using bar soap to wash my hands. And then I have the chick, one or two drops of chick.
Yes.
I use it to disinfect me so that we keep good hygiene.
Yes.
And then I'm going to take the raw mango. I want also to wash it, the whole process. Yes. I start here. I have put the mangoes into this water. I'm using it. I saw you using some cloth. In this water, there is some chick disinfecting. Then I wash it. Then I rinse it. I put here. I use a separate cloth now to rinse it. I now finish rinsing it, and then I use a peeler. This peeler is so, I can put my finger in the peeler so that, how do I do it? I just, okay.
That way.
All right. I did, this way. Oh, you see, there is a way that you must hold it. If you are a learner like me, you can easily make. You see now? You see how I have done it? Yes. Then once I do this way, then I start
peeling.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so smooth.
It's very smooth.
It's so smooth. And it doesn't go deep, so we are not wasting any.
Not wasting.
We are not wasting any. I'm peeling it. I'm not a fast learner.
You are not a fast learner.
Like Magdalene is only 2 weeks.
It's
and she works like a computer. No wonder she wants to do computer. She works like a computer.
It's computerized.
She's very computerized. Good. So, I have done the peeling.
Peeling it all.
Peeling is over. This gadget. Then I want now to do the cutting. You can see now the slicing. I want to slice this side, this side. The slicing, and I just start enjoying. Whoa.
You are trying.
Don't laugh at me.
Don't cut yourself.
You cut your
I'm going to be very careful. But with Magdalene here, the knowledge is flowing just
By osmosis.
by osmosis. Yes. Eh? Good.
That's enough.
Is it? Magdalene will finish the rest. Eh? Good. Now that I'm there, unfortunately, we have already occupied the trays. I would now also put it on the trays, but you see that's the process. It's easy to learn, very comfortable, no stress. In fact, you enjoy it like a hobby. So this is something you can enjoy doing. You can sit somewhere under the tree and just go on. You are talking and you can even be watching your TV and doing it. You see, this is
like a hobby.
when you become an expert like Magdalene, you can even close your eyes and and that's like it. So that is like the process. Then I would have put it on the trays, and I would be here now putting them here. And Jenga says, when this one has got no net inside. That one has a net inside.
Yes. The net, they have it in the gap.
The door.
Okay. So this is it, and this is like a special paper that does the rays and the currencies. And we have already said, you see, we have said that this one you can still put there charcoal and produce heat there, and you see it's very with all this cement and whatever, the heat is never lost. It's just directed up. So when there is low. So we can actually call this a conveyor belt production. When there is no sun, you still continue, and your production continues, and your business, you are in business.
Yeah.
Good. Yes. Thank you. These are some already dehydrated. You see, they are now laid like crisps.
Yes.
And they are very sweet crisps.
Yes.
And this is, you just sell them in that form, isn't it?
Yes. We
So-
pack them, yes.
They
give us packing bags here.
Okay.
And we put them there, label, we label when they were packed.
Yes.
We put a paper here.
Yes.
We say what the kind of mango.
Yes.
We say, I can see this one, yeah?
Yes.
This one is already labeled.
Can you close it up? Come and get a close, right?
There is the name of Lucy Wawero, that's me. And then we give them the time when they were packed, the time they were dried, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
So by the time then we weigh it there. So like these ones they are waiting for collection.
These are ready to eat packed.
Already and labeled.
Okay.
Eric does that. He's the one who is coming.
So we weigh on this in terms of grams and okay.
Now Eric will do that. Each has a department.
Okay.
And Eric is one of them. And then he will then pack here.
Yes.
After he has done that, he will put here.
Yes.
And then when agriculture comes, they will bring them to where they sell.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Eric.
This is now a complete home factory.
See, you taste.
Taste there.
She's taking one. Take the yellow one.
Which yellow one? This one?
Yeah.
She knows the better quality. It's okay, it's okay.
You can see I am now tasting the mangoes. These are mango chip. Oh, yummy.
It's very sweet. You can
You don't know what you are missing.
Wait a minute.
You're a student. Hey, you also.
Take.
How can you?
Excellent.
The professor eating you. You are the grown. Yes.
You can see. Excellent. They are very yummy. You don't know what you are missing by not buying this.
Yes.
It's already packed.
So this.
Grade 1.
So like this is how many kilos?
These are 2 kilos.
2 kilos. And you imagine that how many mangoes produce these 2 kilos, fresh mangoes?
No, we have not yet much.
Okay.
In fact, we are going to do exactly that. We are going to we are going to see how many mangoes produce a kilo.
Yes.
That one you have to do.
Yes.
The one I give you was kind of an estimate.
An estimate, yes.
But we would like to.
After we are still piloting, and when you now complete a scientific, then you know now your profitability, because what are you losing? On one mango, you have lost so much.
Yes.
So when you cut that, stage, it's very important that 1 kilo of dried mango can be produced out of either 2 or 3 fresh mangoes, and like we say.
And you know, one thing I'm sure, even without details, I am able to. I have employed three people as the dehydrator. Yes. And I'm sure now the mangoes, they are able to pay them, and I'm left with something.
Okay.
Which is already something, because
you see?
like he was working in a hotel which has a bar. Yes. And he would be reporting duty at 5 in the morning, and then he is leaving 11 in the night. He has a young son and a wife. Yes. So he's a Christian. He will never be given time to come for church on Sunday. So I told him, when he told me he was very stressed, and I told him now, when I was beginning this, I told him, come, we see how we do. Now after he has come, he's now able to report here at 8, he leaves at 4 or 5, he's able to be with the family, he's getting more than what he was getting there, no stress. So I want to thank God, because this thing is already helping 3 people. The other one whom you didn't see is a widow, and she's just a neighbor, and she comes here at 8. She lives, that one lives at 1. And she's healthy. She's when she has a need, she'll come. Like this week, she told me, Mom, they call me Mom. May I have 1,000 shillings? I buy uniform for my daughter, then you can be cutting from my salary. Now, so it is, for me, it is a good thing, and I'm telling Jesus, increase it. So that I have more people.
You have had the employment creation that this project is producing. One, there are 3 employees here. We have been given a story of one who was working in a bar and doing multiple duties, reporting at 5 in the morning and clocking out at 5. At 11. And no time even to go to attend to his faith. And then there is the other one who finished Form 4 last year and looking for possibilities of continuing with the education training. And then there's a third one. Now these people work here. The proceeds from the mangoes are enough to pay them a salary of the 3 people, and still Madame remains with something. That is how profitable this project can be. Right. We're going to calculate and do the exact calculations, but this is an estimated profitability of the project. Madam, if this video is going to be watched by many people, people will be interested either to come to learn or to support, or how can somebody reach you? If somebody wanted to reach you, do you have, let's say, contacts, emails, phones, Facebooks, and so that someone can directly reach you and you?
I have a WhatsApp number, which is, should I give the number?
Yes, yes, so that people can.
Yes, it's 0796 29 20 65. I repeat again, 0796 29 20 65. That's my WhatsApp number. I used to have Facebook, and in my busy schedule I ready to go, but you can all the time reach me with the
WhatsApp.
With WhatsApp.
If you are watching this video from abroad, 07, you remove 0 and you add +254, +254, and then the numbers. When you have removed 0, from US, from Australia, you can reach Madame on that one. But please, you must have to add +254 and then 796 29 20 65.
That's my WhatsApp number.
That is the WhatsApp number. You can also, the same WhatsApp number is our telephone number. So if you also want to talk to her, I know that when you are out there in the US, the times of our times 7, 9 years difference. I mean 9 hours difference. I remember. I hope my nephew from Maryland is watching this. Leonard Bernard Wangamati, you are very good at getting products from Kenya. These are the mangoes that you should bring to that Swahili village in Maryland. We can get contacts right from here, and you see their packaging. Make arrangements. Let people enjoy the Makuyu mangoes, Ukambani mangoes. The Americans will like it.
Yes. We have had even.
Yes. Good. So now I want to ask my two gentlemen here. Eric, what is your advice to the youth who are out there and wanatafuta kazi na hawapati? Unaweza kuambia nini? What is your advice to them?
Yeah, I can advise them wasichague kazi. Let them do whatever job, whether it's a simple, whether it's hand, and let them be patient. Wasiwe na kuwa na haraka, ama wasiwe ile kazi umesomea ndio unataka uanze kufanya. You can begin from zero and then unaendelea hivyo, and then you reach where your destiny is.
Very good.
Yeah.
Madam, the name was Magdalene. You finished Form 4, and maybe did you meet the university entry?
Yeah.
No, you didn't meet university entry, and some people give up. Wanasema sasa maisha imekwisha. Mimi nilitaka kwenda university, I've not met my university entry, so that is the end of. Wewe unaweza kuambia, what can you tell them that a grade, a C+ or a B is not the end of life, and it's not the only avenue to life. You didn't go to university, but university is only the way. What can you tell naweza kuambia the youth VP?
What I can tell them is they have the potential of doing what they want in their life. So the thing is, they're supposed to start from nowhere, starting what they have, even if it is little, because by the end of the day, they'll get anything that can help them for future life. So they have to start anything or anything that can help them. Wherever it is, whether it can help them or not, they have to start anything so that they will get something from that anything they have started, and by the end of the day, they get things to satisfy their life.
Good. You see, we are being at least telling us that a slip is not a fall. Kuteleza sio kuanguka. That he did not meet university entry, that's not the end. Fail, the word fail has F-A-I-L, meaning first attempt in learning. When you fail, it's just a first attempt in learning. So she's telling us that she didn't fail. We never fail in life. In life, there are no failures. Just look at openings there. You have been told, Eric has told us, Magdalene has told us. So youth, pick it up from here. Now Magdalene is paying for her own, is going to be paying for her own computer. Eric here is now managing his family well by mixing, and is enjoying it, stress-free, and learning even more than those heavy work of 5 to 11, and the stress that comes with it. So the advice is that opportunities are there. It is you who is not looking for them. That's the advice we have gotten from this. And you can see Madame who has picked them and nurturing them. This place can also be called an incubator, in the sense that Madame picks them, helps these people, and then when they stand on their toes, they can go and pick for others, and he's helping and helping and helping. That's what we call incubation. And you can see the example here. We may not be teaching it that she didn't go to university to know what incubation is, but she's practically doing it in her home. We are very grateful.
Professor, I want to tell you, it's good to try anything. When I came here, I produced a book. I'm an author.
Oh, okay.
I wrote this book. It's a spiritual book.
Hunger for more.
I hungered for more.
Yes.
And I could not when I'm here in the rural area, I could not make it, publicize it to be able to be sold. So I stayed thinking, now here it is, I got published 500 copies, they are still in my room, and I thought, what can I do that can make me useful, can make me help others? So that's how I began also to help these people. So what I mean, like Professor has said, you can do one thing, if that does not work, or I still believe this book of mine will sell, because the first edition sold and it got finished. This was a second edition. But I believe that meanwhile, we are doing these things with these people who are getting also help. And later on, I'm sure God will open a door for my book to sell. And I want to also give you a
Exactly. No, we are going to buy it. I teach entrepreneurship, and I don't take things for free. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
You can see it. Okay, look, show it here. This is Hungered for More by Lucy Mothoni Waweru, pastor. Then the information, and there it is. The information in this, look, hunger. And you are hungered for more. The information in this book is very useful. You published it. Is it a publisher selling it, or if someone wants this book?
Yeah, I have it.
You had her contacts. You can even order from her. How much is it selling, this one?
500 shillings.
500 shillings. And if you think it is expensive, then try ignorance. Ignorance is more expensive than the 500 that you are going to spend in this one. Yes, we are buying the two right away. The photographer who is taking this video is also a student. She's going to learn about it, and I'm also going to spread it. My students should know this. So this is a lady who does many things, and they don't go to waste. He converts them into training and reading material. This is something you can store.
I can assure you will enjoy the book. I enjoy writing it, I enjoy reading it, because it's from my heart.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we can enjoy the outside. Okay,
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
So we are going to buy that straight away.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It's 500, isn't it? I will buy for her too.
Bless. We thank God for Professor. I would appreciate it.
Yes.
Would also thank you so much
for the 3 copies.
Yes, bless you. I thank God for that.
I thank you too. I thank you.
Many I give, some don't think. They think because it's your material, you don't need it. I have used a lot of money in the editorial part.
Even just started, I'm also an author.
Yes.
I write about entrepreneurship. I read how to start a small business.
Yes.
And when you go down, people say, give me.
Yeah.
They don't know how much
you have used.
Like now, I have come from Nairobi, used my petrol, and come here, and then someone wants this for free.
Yes.
I excuse them because they are not entrepreneurs. But we want to change the mindset. We must change the mindset. So when you give me this for free and you have spent on it, I understand it cannot be for free.
Sure,
okay.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.